Well, hello, my babies and gentlemen. This is your astrologer Kira, and let's see what the next week has for us all. First, I have to tell you that please subscribe and check the description box because you will find my services there. You could also check my Instagram and Facebook pages because I give analysis day by day as some interesting aspect appears. Now, when it comes to this year from 25th of August 2025, I have to tell you that as an astrologer, I had a dream for a long time, not just for all people to be equal, but to have one whole week just of Venus transits so I could emerge into love predictions and everything will be beautiful. And yes, that day finally came. I'm standing at the dawn of the week when Venus will be the main star. However, it won't be all about love, no. But please have in mind that on 25th of August, the last week of August, Venus enters the sign of Leo. Venus in Leo is glittery golden. She loves brands. She loves popular music. She could be self-centered, but she's also extremely talented for performing arts, acting, singing, dancing. She has this immense childlike energy. She's beautiful, and even if the woman doesn't look so perfect according to our standards, she will make herself. You know, those ladies who are singers or dancers, they might be even overweight, but they choose certain types of clothes that complements their lines, and they make it phenomenal. This Venus also is all about management, leadership, nice but firm approach. Yes, she will be kind. She will be a star. But if you do something wrong, she will just look at you and you will feel very, very small. You must fit into her world. This is also the golden moment for all luxury brands because people will feel the inclination to go and buy some crazy stuff from them. Recently, I have been in Monte Carlo in Monaco and I saw a pen sold there for 1,600 euros, which is way more than 1,600 dollars. It's about $1,700, something like that, for one freaking pen. But if you are into luxury and dealing with luxury clients, here you are. This is your golden moment. Everything is about gold. You could also expect the prices of gold to increase on the global markets, and everything will look fine from that point of view. Besides that, Venus will create trine aspect, exact trine aspect towards Saturn by the beginning of Aries, and there are two storylines here opening. For some, this will be a relationship with someone who is rich with a greater age difference. So this is a perfect sugar baby, sugar daddy love type of story. Older man and his beautiful young wife, as would Sting say in his song, Who Would Envy? But something could function here very well. Second option here is that some old style will suddenly become very trendy, something from the 80s, 70s, 60s, maybe 19th century. Something will enter the world of jewelry, fashion, architectural styles, and we will all greatly enjoy this return. Maybe we will see in the return of some big celebrity figure like a singer or an actor, a woman, and a woman could be a movie star. Right now, for instance, just remember how everything. I don't want to say crash down for her, but she was pulled back. I'm talking about Pamela Anderson, a famous actress, and she was not taken so seriously 20 years ago or 30 years ago when she was very young and very, very beautiful. And suddenly, she made one film and then she made another, and she is the star all over the world, even without her makeup on. So you will see this trend through example of Pamela Anderson, because now people are admiring not just her physical beauty, but people are admiring her inner beauty and her style and her kindness. And she is a very kind person indeed, and she is also educated person, a spiritual person, which is very refreshing and very beautiful. I have to admit that when I was younger and she was a huge star and she was with another music star, she was married to him, I didn't take her so seriously, and I honestly didn't pay attention to her. And now she surprised me with her kindness, her beauty, her goodness, her noble characteristics. And I'm so grateful that the energy is turning towards some positive directions, at least in this type of situation. So please try to find some kindness and some goodness. Also, I remember one situation from the last week, because I had several nervous breakdowns with my electronic gadgets, phone, communication around work, and everything was in hurry, and it still is. Some projects are waiting and some projects are piling up, and other people are sleeping instead of working, and you know those stories. But in the midst of that turmoil, I went to the other area of Belgrade to shop something in the Chinese mall, and there I had a situation. There was this senior married couple, and when I called the Chinese guy to help me and measure something and cut, and so I can take it and pay for that thing, they started yelling that they came first and they are waiting there for 1 hour and a half. And I told them, please don't say that. I was here. Don't use lies against me. Lies. And then the whole fight was born out of that. Two of them against me, and I quickly realized where the energies are heading, and I told him, okay, you will be first. I want to have a peace of mind. And then they were enraged. And then I eliminated the man by telling him, now, 2 against 1, you are a man, you should be ashamed of yourself for fighting with a woman, let your wife fight with me. So he was eliminated. Then he was ashamed. And then I turned toward the wife and I just smiled to her, because I knew how the game is played. Uranus was very active, and the moon and everything else. And she looked at me, and two of us felt this very kind, connected energy. And she said, I'm so sorry. And I said, I know, do not explain. And then we started talking like we are best friends, and her husband was watching in the distance, boiling with anger. So you can always turn those incredibly frustrating energies into something humorous and something good. I didn't forget. The other storyline here I can see is someone returning from the past. Now, you have to, I will tell you aspects Venus will make throughout this week, and those won't be so comfortable aspects, but I have to tell you one thing, very important thing. You have to understand that Venus is standing at the degrees where Mars turned direct and where Mars had his prolonged retrograde motion during the month of December when Mars created the first opposition toward Pluto. Some very unfortunate things happened all over the world. They created ongoing revolutionary movements or revolutions all over the world, including my country. And then whatever planet crossed that degree, it created a turmoil. Mercury was retrograde there and people were enraged again. Many misunderstandings, many harsh conversations took place between lovers. One person said very ugly and insulting things. The other person was truly hurt and then rebelled and said ugly things in return. And there was one never ending game going on in the sky and in our lives. And we had to wait for Mercury to move from its shadow for weeks and weeks, and it's still bothering us. But luckily for us now, Mercury is have moved, creating a sextile aspect toward Mars, showing some engineering ideas, some action steps at last. However, Venus is there on the cross, as I call this degree. It's not the real cross, astrologically speaking, but Venus creates an opposition toward Pluto, not on Monday, on 25th, but a day later. And I will tell you that on 26th, the Tuesday, Venus will create this opposition toward Pluto. And at the same time, Venus will create trine toward Neptune and trine and sextile toward Uranus. So Venus will be the major star here in this formula. First of all, you cannot imagine how many of my clients are getting back to me and telling me we broke up our relationship in December. There are things going on in my head and in my heart. I know he thinks of me. I know she misses me. But there are many misunderstandings. It seems as if many obstacles are standing between the two of us, and those obstacles are not going to move between the two of us. Well, maybe now those obstacles are going to move. Maybe now you are going to reconcile, or at least you could have some honest and this time very kind and what I want to say, human-like conversations. No, but you could have noble approach to things, to life, to people. Just be aware of that. And also, there could be some incredibly innovative solutions going on in your mind. Again, some radical changes in fashion, maybe in design, maybe design related to technology. There could be promotions happening regarding some electronic gadgets which will look quite beautiful. Maybe we could witness launching a new star in the world of theater, film, ballet, pop scene, like music, or anything else. And this person might have, for instance, if this is a singer, most likely a female singer, she might have beautiful, out of this world kind of voice, or her voice could sound very traditional. Or as another option, there could be a return of a mature senior female singer who was on her prolonged break for decades, and now she could be back creating perfect single, amazing performance on the stage. Something beautiful will happen on the stage. Some phenomenal stories could be born, perhaps in film industry. And since the Venus will create trine toward Neptune, this is something very illusional, but at the same time incredibly beautiful. Now, watch out if you are falling in love right now with someone with a 7 or more years of age difference, because this person could look perfect, phenomenally handsome, beautiful, and maybe just 2 or 3 months later, you could conclude that this person is too old, freckled, has ugly teeth, or if this person is too young, you could think that this is someone very immature. Right now, love magic and love spells are working as crazy and fogging your mind. So please be mindful. Take some time, take it slow. Do not throw yourself into someone's bed because their hair and their wig could fall off during the night. Please don't mind my stupid humor. And just know that some secrets could be hidden. However, something old and something beautiful will be merged right now. And since the planet Uranus is in the game here, this will turn into beautiful innovation. It could be truly incredible in the world of design, music, any type of performing arts, film, or technology as well. However, I left the worst for last. Venus will create an opposition toward Pluto. If you have a daughter, if you are a younger woman, please be careful. Avoid public spaces, especially during Tuesday. Avoid crazy people who could be armed, darker type of people, because there could be an accident, there could be an injury. Pluto is all about explosives, so there could be a an explosion going on in some shopping mall or at stadium, big square, generally speaking, public spaces. However, this might not play out as an explosion. This could be a public scandal involving a younger female figure. And this person could be in the world of performing arts, or this could be a politician. So please be mindful. Maybe there will be some scandals revealed. Who is someone's mistress and what was going on with that or this affair? Please, if you are in a risky situation, you might be discovered and publicly ashamed. So be very careful and mindful, as I already told you. So it's a very complex situation because on several sides, Venus will feel truly blessed, but at the same time, this could be a stab in the back, explosion, public shaming, something very, very uncomfortable, shocking, draining. You might roll your eyes and say, not again, no, not again. What I regret the most is the fact that Venus doesn't create any aspect toward Mars. So love between people of similar ages might not be in the cards just yet. That will come for sure, but this is surely age difference, or as another option I told you, someone from the past returning into your life, calling you again, texting you again, and this time trying a kinder approach. So guys will feel bold, especially those in mature and senior years, while girls will feel shocked or placed in the limelight, even if they don't want to be. Something of that nature will take place. So that was Tuesday. On Wednesday, no. Sorry. On Monday and even the part of the Tuesday, Moon will approach Mars, cross over Mars, and move on in the sign of Libra. In that time frame, Moon will create trine toward Pluto and Uranus, showing you some incredible ideas, especially if you belong to the signs of Libra and then Aquarius and then Gemini. But at the same time, this Moon will cross over Mars and create an opposition towards Saturn and Neptune. This Moon could act ruthlessly. This Moon could be very aggressive in their approach to everything, especially if you are Libra. But at the same time, this person or the Moon, the person represented by this Moon, could feel hurt, backstabbed, betrayed. So watch out for those affairs types of situations going on in marriages, committed relationships, and also business partnerships, because cheating could be very easy to be discovered. During those days, I told you, secrets will be revealed, scandals could come out, everything will revolve around you betrayed me, now I'm going to kill you, and this ruthlessness and aggressiveness mixed with deep pain will be on the stage at the same time as kindness and compassion and noble approach to life. So as I told you, very complicated situation throughout this whole week. Then on 27th, this is Wednesday, Moon will create an opposition toward Aries and Chiron in the sign of Aries. And those are smaller planets, planetoids. But again, the theme of aggressiveness and healing will be in front of us. And Moon will slowly enter the sign of Scorpio, where it doesn't feel so well. So you will lick your wounds, and I have to tell you that later on during the day, when Moon moves into Scorpio, I'm talking about Wednesday. It will create a tense aspect, a square aspect toward Pluto, and at the same time square aspect toward Venus. Now we have a public scandal, limelight, publicity, but negative publicity, and at the same time Moon is adding to this confusion and this pain, because there is no bigger pain than the pain Moon in Scorpio feels. Trust me on this one, because I have it. No, it's not about me. No, don't worry about that. But Moon in the sign of Scorpio is in the sign of its transformation, and Moon loves safety and security. So you have to know one thing. When Moon creates a square aspect toward Pluto, you could be shocked. You could be going through some dramatic events which could even have the power to traumatize you. On the other side, when Moon creates tense aspect toward Venus, this is some sort of a bipolar disorder going on in people's minds, because what you long for and what you love don't match. And whatever happens in love, you won't be quite satisfied with it. And now add to this formula Pluto, Venus, and the Moon in the mix, and you will get one huge circus going on throughout the whole world. and people feeling pain, shame, humiliation, and at the same time feeling noble and kind. And this could push again some social changes, transformations, revolutions, upheaval all over the world. But this is a thing you certainly have to count on while Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, because Pluto in Aquarius is all about revolutions. And now my microphone moved, so I hoped you heard me. Going further, on the 28th, this is Thursday, there will be exact sextile between Neptune and Uranus, Neptune in Aries and Uranus in Gemini, and also Pluto in Aquarius. This is a mass change in technology, in the way how we think, how society is organized, how technology will change society for sure. And whatever is happening to you last week, this week, next week, and whatever is going to happen to you throughout next winter, and then especially until March, and whatever you have to get rid of and let something new into your life, or you will make an empty space until March to let those new energies next year. Just let it go. Just don't be remorseful. Know that your completely new life will be born from the month of March next year. If you are in a relationship which is not so stable, either this relationship will fall apart completely until the end of this year, or this relationship will go through major transformation, and then you can count that perhaps from the March next year you two could live together, get married, and so on. Or if you are starting a business, which is phenomenal time to do it, then you know that you will have to go through several obstacles until the next March, and then everything will clear on your destined path. So don't worry about that. When Saturday comes, things will clear out because Moon will create trine toward Jupiter. Energies will be kinder, calmer, healing type of energies. But on Saturday, Moon will make an opposition toward Uranus, again creating some turmoil, some misunderstandings in communication, while Venus is going through her horrible and at the same time magnificent moments in life. And then the first day of school will come again, and we'll get to work again. So, as I already told you, this week could be what is that word? I can write it, but I cannot say it. Tumultuous. Everything will be in turmoil, but you could feel as a star, maybe not such a positive star, or maybe yes, or maybe you will be a fighter for freedom and human rights and animal rights, or social promoter of social changes, or you could have your starry and glittery moments as IT designer or electronic gadgets designer as well, or as a fashion designer. So in any case, you will be there, you will feel important in positive or negative sense, but there is no way for this week to be boring at all. In any case, we could just lean back, eat some popcorn, and watch the screen. But it's better to engage in those events. That was all for this week. Please check my services and my Instagram and Facebook pages, and I will see you next week, of course. Love you all, and goodbye.